watching very carefully. Huh?
Right.
But I got a question. Huh? How come we stopped here and we're not standing next to the guests?
Well, Senor Camillo, when you're in a public place, like this hotel, people come in and people go out. Among these people, there can always be a well-dressed thief or an unwanted person. Since it's our duty to safeguard the guests' belongings, I keep a distance. I can also, therefore, watch the surroundings while the guests check in.
Yeah, so you can keep like a good eye on his briefcase, huh?
Next to them, down the stairs, you will find the sauna and the fitness center. If you take the elevator upstairs to the roof, you will find our beautiful swimming pool with a magnificent view. Let me show you how your key works. Now, it's an electronic key. It's really quite simple. You just put it in the door like that, push it in, and there you are. Take it out.
You should be working a reception.
Well, bell service is part of the front desk. Reception is too. So indirectly, I'm working in reception. If you give the customers a lot of information, they appreciate it very much. At the same time, it can help your wallet.
It's important for staff to be informed about facilities outside the hotel, like museums, fairs, theaters, and nightclubs. The guests will appreciate this courtesy. Information about airlines and public transportation is also very important. To run a front desk smoothly, efficiently, and professionally, and to avoid unnecessary waiting time of the customer, it's important to enter all information promptly in the front desk computer. As you know, preparation is half the job. Good afternoon, welcome to Green Park Hotel. Do you mind waiting a few minutes? This gentleman is in a rush to catch his plane. If you'd like, you can take a seat in the lobby, and I'll be with you as soon as I'm through here. And thank you for your patience.
We'll wait in the lobby.
Hello, Francesca. Has the cab arrived?
Yes, Mr. Peters, your taxi is waiting outside. And here is your final bill.
Okay,
How do you solve problems with overbooking?
Overbooking? It almost never happens. That's because of our professional reservation system.
Oh, yeah, but what happens if there's a mistake, the computer's broken or something like that?
If something has gone wrong and we are overbooked, then I will find an alternative, same as I have just done for this family.
Oh, yeah, I remember. I'll remember that. It's help the customers and always find an alternative.
Senor Camillo, at the end of the day, when I've gone through all the details about our reservations office, you will see that here is a vital part of our hotel.
How come?
Because if something goes wrong with a reservation, then we either have an empty hotel or we're totally overbooked.
An empty hotel is bad for your reputation. It gives the wrong impression to the tour operators. And besides, a guest always wants to stay in a nice and dynamic hotel. In our hotel, every 6 months, we have a market evaluation meeting. In these meetings, we discuss the course of events and all future planning, such as new room rates, corporate discounts, and special group arrangements.
Reservations office, Rebecca Lander speaking.
Good morning. I'm Brown, Mark Brown. I was wondering if you have a room available for next weekend.
How large is your party, Mr. Brown?
I want a double, but please, a nice large room at the rear of the building. I love the view of the park.
Oh, so you've stayed with us before then?
Oh yes, on several occasions, and I was very content with the room and your service.
Glad to hear that. Mr. Brown, you mentioned next weekend. When will you be arriving, Friday or Saturday?
I will arrive around 10 p.m. on Friday night.
Very well, Mr. Brown. I have available for you a beautiful double room with a sunny balcony and a view of the park and the pond.
Mrs. Dumar, I prefer this room. I think it'd be best for the lunch buffet.
Would you like me to check that it's available on the 3rd of October?
Would you? Oh, that'd be great.
Yes, of course. If you'll excuse me for a moment.
Oh, you go ahead. You take your time, man. We got lots to talk about. Booze, good food, eh?
Yes, well, I won't be a moment.
Okay.
Miss Williams, I've checked with our food and beverage department. And the conference room and this beautiful Bellevue room are available for the 3rd of October for your dealer's day meeting and the buffet lunch. I've taken an option for you.
That's fantastic. I think with this beautiful view, it'll be perfect for the lunch buffet.
So, allow me to repeat briefly what we discussed earlier, while Linda here takes notes. Now, The delicious Polynesian buffet will be served here at around 12:30. There will be 2 cooks and 5 waiters or waitresses in attendance. Now, the setup will be long tables with 12 persons on each.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but while you were out, I thought it might be a better idea to have round tables. What do you think?
In 10 days, our sales department will send you the proposal with all the details that we've discussed today for your confirmation.
I would prefer if you visit my office and bring the proposals around.
My name is Peter Chaplin. I'm security manager of this hotel. Making our guests feel as safe as possible is my job. You know as well as I that without guests, the hospitality industry cannot function. The scope of this job is so wide that sometimes you have to act as a social worker or even a marriage consultant. Christine knows what I mean. Why don't you tell SanecoVision what happened just a short while ago?
Security Department, Christine speaking. Oh, hi, Nancy. Room 603 again. I heard something about her losing her gold watch yesterday, but Peter told me it was all a misunderstanding. Fighting and shouting from the room? This creates a bad image for our hotel. I'll go there straight away.
As a security man, you have always to remain calm and show a lot of understanding. Never interrupt a guest while they are speaking.
Hello, this is Elsa from housekeeping. I am cleaning room 101, and I just noticed the man acting strangely in the parking lot. No, he was just walking from one car to another. So I thought I'd better report it.
This is one of the pantries that I spoke to you about. And this is a working cart. Now, a well-organized working cart can really improve the efficiency of the roommates. On the top section, we keep all the guest room and bathroom supplies, such as glasses, ashtrays, matches, and VIP supplies. Turn the top of the sheet down over the blanket, making sure it looks nice and neat. Clean the sink in the same way as the bath or shower, especially around the taps. Don't forget to clean the drain plug in the bath and sink, as hair and dirt gather easily there and could cause a blockage in the drain. We keep the toilet brush in a small, separate bucket within the cleaning bucket. With the toilet brush, thoroughly clean the inside of the toilet bowl, not forgetting those hidden places. Before we go, you should take one more look. Now, what do you see? Your last look is the guest's first impression.
As a sales manager or a member of the sales department, you have to know everything about your products, rooms, food, and beverages. Isn't that true, Elizabeth?
Absolutely, Mr. Ramsey. We have to be familiar with all the facilities in our hotel and communicate with the other departments, such as the rooms division and the food and beverages department.
Why, of course. You know, we can even arrange transportation from the airport to our hotel.
One more thing, Mr. Ramsey. Our president would like to invite the families of our personnel to the annual banquet. Now, this will mean that there'll be some children and maybe some babies. Do you have any facilities for them?
Yes, we do. The tour operators and the travel agencies are the buyers of the products the tourist industry has to offer. The products of the tourist industry, I mean sun, sand, sea, hotel beds, food, beverage, entertainment, flights, transportation, etc., etc.
A lot of things to sell, huh?
Exactly.
The board with the names on it is very important. When I'm having a cup of coffee or walking across the main lobby of another hotel, I try to memorize the names of the companies there for later use.
What do you mean later use?
Look, it's very simple. Through these, we get to know the names of many potential customers.
It was a rainy Wednesday afternoon. I was sitting on one side of the table, and she was looking at my resume. That was only 4.5 months at the BMW dealership, the World Trade Center. You can call the manager there and inquire about my reliability. His name and his number is on my resume.
I didn't know you'd worked 4.5 months at BMW at the customer service department.
Oh, I'm sure that I mentioned it on my resume.
If I remember correctly, your name is Angela, right?
Yes, that's right. My name's Angela Sabatini.
I saw in your resume that you work for BMW in customer services. I was there once or twice. I had a small problem with my car, but I can't remember meeting you there.
Oh, well, that's my bad luck. It was just a summer job, so that's probably why we missed each other. But I hope they solved your problems. You're still fond of BMWs?
Oh, yes. They were very professional and fixed my problem very quickly. And I still love my BMW. But it amazes me that you still take an interest in looking after BMW customers.
Well, looking after the customer and giving good service, it doesn't stop Friday at 5 p.m., Mr. Schubert.
That's my idea exactly.
She told me a story about bad interview with the insurance company and good interview with you.
She told me once about the insurance company, and I think it still upsets her when she thinks about it. Unfortunately, there are many different interviewing techniques, and some of them not all that good.
Oh, that's what I want to know from you, is the best way to interview.
Well, a better way of interviewing is, first, good preparation. Second, conducting the interview professionally. And third, closing the interview properly.
We start with the first one, a good preparation.
When I receive an application, I read it very carefully. And if the applicant is suitable, I invite them for an interview.
Christmas. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry